all-time heavyweight fighters at the top of their game right now. You have Fabio Worley and Joseph Parker. This is throwback. This is what we want. This is absolutely fearless. Why would these two heavyweight monsters take on each other? Well, according to Frank Warren, whoever wins this fight take on one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, the current heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. Oh, and who is Fabio Worley? Well, if you don't know, a rising star in the heavyweight division, one of the hardest punching heavyweights in the world right now. He's young, he's fast, he's hungry. Oh, and then I mentioned he just holds the crown for having knockout of the year when he knocked out Frazier Clark. And Joseph Parker? Oh, you don't know the legend? He's just a heavyweight with one of the best resumes in heavyweight history. How does Joseph Parker deal with big punchers? Why don't you ask one of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Oh, and I forgot to mention, that's right, he knocked out Martin Bakole in 2 rounds. So he has surely outboxed Fabio Worley, right? Not so fast. I saw Fabio Worley getting outboxed in his last fight by Haney for most of the fight. How did Fabio Worley deal with that pressure? He was just cautious, thinking it through. And then, BAM! Exclusively on DAZN pay-per-view, October 25th. And if you buy the pay-per-view using this link, I'm going to give you a 7-day free trial of DAZN. So who's going to win this fight? And who's going to get a chance to take on Alexander Usyk for heavyweight supremacy? Find out October 25th. I
know we got 2 fights lined up, but this the main one that we focus on because, you know what I mean, it's been a lot of talks in the boxing world, and I ain't really trying to do no more talk. I'm ready to, you know what I mean, go through everybody.
What is the inner motivation for you for this fight?
No disrespect, but to come get niggas.
No love. No love. No love. No love. No love. No love.
I'm tired of settling beef with you, and I'm up in the ante with heat with you, and I won in my 40s with peace with you, and don't make me be ShowBizz the street with you, and I'm eating you, and I'm eating you, and my stomach gets straight. I'm feeding my niggas, come get you a plate. I'm treating you niggas, my wife got cake. It's her season, my nigga. You bitches are late, you bitches are late. Give me the model and make. I got the pole that can make. Would you mind if I take? I'm just trying to be great. You niggas are done for. What you think I was done for? It just hit me to get more. Would you give me an inch for? I'ma take it a mile, take it some more, break for a while, tally it up, then break it all down. Then look at the world I traveled around.
Beat like mine. If you love me, if you love me, then let this be love.
No love. No love. No love.
Up off it? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday. Baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up here. Justin Hill. Whoa, it's you. Tim Butler. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Taco Tuesday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for Gervonta Hill.
Bring her lips with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs to burn them and shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Did you miss me? Oh, wait a minute. We have to give it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve better. Baby.
Oh, hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute for all my dogs out there. Hold on, wait a minute. Where we at?
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Here's a Tyson Bell. Hey, yeah. Wait. And are we in the building? Are we or are we not in a damn building? Where is he? He ain't here. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Juice. I see you, Juice. That Dodge. I see you, my brother. Listen, I'm gonna tell you where we at. We outside.
It can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. Ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
I knew you were here, man. And listen, we're beginning the week. I know you guys started Monday. I was not able to give you guys this motivational speech from our motivational top speaker, but the beginning of our week is Taco Tuesday. Motivation for the week.
Squad up. Let's go.
Okay, let's get started. And that's the Black Doors. For some reason, people don't understand that this is a cup that looks like the entire mug, but it's just a cup. It's a cool cup though. Okay, so Ray, he says, how is Tank on Demon Time? Brother, you think I put that title up and not gonna say, hold your horses. Hold your draws. Chill. Can I go through my intro? Of course I'm going to explain. Damn, boy, y'all. Human beings, bruh. God damn. Matter of fact, get out. Get out. I got that kind of time for stupidity. Not this week. Get out. This is happy non-stupidity week. Get your ass out. Pages of no one Tim Butler. We're gonna make them wait. We're gonna make them wait because listen. Last week, I think it was the Facts Friday. We spoke about AI and we spoke about the perception of life, our existence, and all this shit. And I want to say I was embarrassed in real time as I was speaking my thoughts. And the strangest thing, I played that back and I looked at the comments. And y'all are as strange as I am. Hey, Gooner said, great show. It's at a point. I mean, majority of you were like, yeah, yo, something's going on. Whatever they said was going on, somebody lied. Because something else going on. We all got the same feeling, dog. We all got the same feeling. We don't know. We don't know what the old scriptures really meant and what they said and all. We don't even know if they converted it, translated it right. We don't know. Is there any other version of the Bible other than King James? How about just God's version of the Bible? Where's that at? Why King James version? Where is the Lord's version? But I digress. Listen, what I'm saying is I looked at the comments and I was like, okay, I don't have to feel embarrassed anymore. You have no idea how much we grew together after that, and it had nothing to do with boxing. Number two, Larry Tim Butler. Number two. Me and my family, we all sat around. Oh, wait, hold on. Side note, I got an attitude. All right, but I'm fighting through it. The reason why I have an attitude is because I've been starving for days. All right, I'm on a calorie deficit, and yo, my body's just, I'm usually pissed. All right. But how I act when I'm pissed is I yell and I laugh. You can't really tell when I'm happy or mad. It's kind of the same until I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Hit the place a bit. But that's side note. And I've had dreams about I was eating, bro. That's why Thanksgiving, greens, beans, but you name it. I'm going through everything on Thanksgiving. Everything I see, I'm eating on Thanksgiving. That's my cheat day. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, my family. We were sitting around having a conversation about Halloween, about horror movies in the spirit of Halloween. All right. And the question I posed to the family was, what horror movie situation would be the absolute worst in real life? Not including a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion. I think that's just too on the nose. Like, yeah, obviously an alien invasion or a zombie apocalypse is just anything that's on an apocalyptic scale. That's probably the worst. All right. But we meant more intimate. All right. And we all agreed to this. I think it was my oldest son who said it. But we all agreed on Final Destination. Yep. My daughter said that. She said, "Hey, that Final Destination." She said that. So that's a good one. Let me see. I don't know if all zeros or ones. I just hope everyone here has a blessed day. Don't know if we all zeros or one. I just hope everyone. I get it. You had to repeat it. I get it. Has to be Saw. I thought about Saw. But I'm going to tell you what it is. Bird Box is pretty bad, but once again, that's an apocalyptic global scale. So that's not allowed. We all said Insidious. 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 And if you think otherwise, cool. If you think Saw, I get you. All right. We said Insidious. I know. Let me tell you something. Justin, I know. That's paranormal, though. I know, but it's not global. It's still intimate. It's still a personalized situation. So let's just say, but this was our thing. They were like, Dad, you can travel into the further and you didn't know it. You didn't know that as a kid, you used to travel into the further. Your inner being will leave your body, leaving your body vulnerable for other things to replace your soul. That's scary enough to know. But how about this? Because I have 3 children. My youngest is Knox. And both of my oldest children, they said, if Knox was like Dalton, think about it. Every parent here who has a kid, you have a kid who's in a coma, not waking up. That is already horrific. Anytime you have a kid involved and they're in a coma, that's already bad. But guess what? Now you're seeing ghosts and shit in your house. No matter where you move to a new house, you see a ghost in the corner. One walk by. You open up a door. One runs out the closet. No matter where you go, you're haunted by ghosts. Then you find out that your son or your daughter, in my case, Knox in the box, his spirit has left his body and in the further. So now I got to go under hypnosis, go into the further and find him. With a bunch of dead people, go find him with a demon, get him, bring him back, and then I don't make it all the way back. Another ghost invade my body and fool my family. Now I got to play music and shit to get back into my body. I got to play Michael Jackson Off the Wall and shit. Maybe send some clues so my kids will be like, wait, that's not Daddy. I hear the record playing Off the Wall. That's Daddy. All right, my bad. My bad. Let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. Got me sweating. Let me see. All right, let's get to the show. Let's see what we got. We got a few. The Conjuring universe. That shit, that's bad too. Except for there's no baby traveling into the further in a coma. Matt, Smile would be worse than Insidious in my opinion. You have a point. My problem is I don't value my life as much as my children. The problem with me is my kid being caught in just stuck in a further. That's why I can go through Saw. Click, click. I can go through that myself, but I can't have my kid go through anything. So that's the caveat. Let me see. Hey, hold on. Hold up. Okay. It's time to start the show. It's time to start the show. It's time to start the show.
Something great.
Hey, trick or tie cheat.
For Dre Day, only Mac Easy Pay Day.
Flex on him. See. Left hand on him. Left hand on him. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got on Trey. He said, I'm still watching Bizz, getting healthier. Much love. That brother said getting healthier. That brother said he's getting healthier, bro.
Something great.
Hey, trick or tie cheat.
For Dre Day, only Mac Easy Pay Day.
Love you, boy. Into Tyson Bell. We got you, Trey. Let me see. No, Bizz, tell those ghosts to either pay rent or do chore. I got you, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? What do you think? You think that's something to say? You just joking and bull jiving? Let me see. The Silent Hill universe. See, I feel like that's global. Smile disease is contagious, though. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. I mean, that's bad, brother. It's bad. Bad versus bad. You think Insidious? Okay, I prefer. It's bad. It's bad. Let me see. No, you just got. I would pass my Smile shit on if I can to somebody else. You know, I'm trying to put that, but my family. Let me see. No, you just got kids being pulled by their hair up in the air by some evil spirit. That's too much. That is too much. If my oldest son, if my Knox is my youngest Knox is in the coma, and I'm talking to my oldest son, and Kal-El is like, you know what scares me about Knox is when he walks around at night. I'll be like, what the do you mean he walks around at night? You know, Dad, when he walks around at night, the chills, I would be done. I would be done. Be unique. What's up, girl? Okay, everybody, let's talk. Let's get it. Okay. I'm not even gonna. We're gonna talk about Gervonta Tank Davis being on Demon Time. Receipts, motherfucker. We're gonna start with the opposite of him being on Demon Time. Check this out.
Think we ever get to see that rematch? I doubt it. Like he said, he's retiring. I believe him. It's going to be hard to go fight Jake Paul when you were supposed to fight me and then come back to regular boxing and fight someone else. So I think he really is going to retire because, one, I think he's scared. And two, I just don't think he want to be made a mockery of. So.
He's scared. He can't come back to real boxing after fighting Jake Paul. He's going to be made a mockery of. One of you guys said you can call it a fake fight, but it has real consequences. Let him get knocked out by Jake. Let him get embarrassed by Jake. He can't come back. He'll be made a mockery of. He done took a knee, grease in the eye, had a draw with Roach, which everybody thinks Roach was robbed, and then made a mockery of by Jake Paul, a YouTuber. Which is why Gervonta Tank Davis is on Demon Time. Check this out. Check this out. See, me being back on my fitness journey, I know how hard that is, especially at his size with how heavy that medicine ball is. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to go hard, pause, on that Jake Paul fight. He has to. While everybody is trying to dismiss that shit, there's a knockout bonus and everything. You got Lamont Roach calling him all these names. Tank Davis shut off his social media. He can't take y'all negativity, making him worse before the fight. He can't allow y'all to be in his head, which that's what y'all want to do. The end of Tank. And I don't. I think boxing is better with Tank involved. I always say that. If there is boxing, boxing is even better when there's more talented and skillful fighters involved. Regardless of how you feel about him, you want Tank to be great in boxing, then hating him to death out of boxing. If you do, you're just a hater, right? If you love the sport, you want as many determined boxers in there as possible. He's looking determined right now. And with everything that Roach is saying, he's ready to come back and whoop some ass. Where I'm getting this information from, none of your damn business. But right now, I'm just a vessel. And I'm going to tell you guys what's up. Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back. And he's going to headhunt all of you. And my thing is, I got Tank beating all y'all asses, except Shakur. I think Shakur beats him. No matter how much demon time Tank is on, I just feel like Shakur is permanently on demon time. Okay, that's the Black Tusha. The fact that he's chasing away T.O., okay? He's literally, and we'll get on that. T.O., T.O. may just duck him, bro. This is Shakur going up to 140. T.O. just fought like at 144 or some shit. T.O. may just duck his ass, bro. But with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is on demon time. On the comeback. Because I said this again, I showed the receipts. No need for me to revisit it. But Tank didn't want that Jake Paul fight next after the draw with Roach. Tank was in silk pajamas. Victory defeated Tank. And he took Roach as lightly as we told him to. Dare I say it? Saul Canelo Alvarez style. Canelo and Tank reminds me of each other a lot. Saul Canelo Alvarez, easy money, got his ass whipped. I couldn't do nothing. There was nothing I could do. I'm speculating that Boots was whooping his ass. Right? Platforms like me running my mouth. Canelo wins because of this. Canelo wins because of that. Canelo wins because of that. And what Canelo forgot, the biggest thing that I was assuming was that Canelo was going to be hungry and determined. We were all saying, Roach, he's going to squash Roach like a bug. Tank starts saying it too. Tank gets his ass whipped. Yep. Tank gets his ass whipped. Yep. Tank gets his ass whipped. Lamont Roach was in there against Tank as comfortable as Terrence Crawford was against Canelo. He was just like, easy money. So what did Tank do? Right afterwards, he started training his ass off. That brother didn't have one braid in his hair. A big ass fro, training like a mofo for Roach. He wanted Roach. But the business said, no, we're going to stay on course to fight Jake. And if there was an opportunity for that fight to be wishy-washy, it would have been then if business went on as they expected, if Roach didn't take Tank seriously, didn't take Tank like I'm going to whoop his ass, and if he didn't beat him. But they called it a draw. The business said, no, you're going to carry on. If that didn't happen, Tank would have been laughing and giggling with Jake too. That was a bad Tank. I say it all the time. Everyone needs their ass whipped. Everybody needs their ass whipped. Except for Terrence Crawford, apparently. For some, because Terrence Crawford never had the chance to be in silk pajamas. He's in silk pajamas now. He's probably in silk pajamas now. All right. Which that's why, you know, if he retired, I'll be fine. Hold on. Let me see. Victory defeated Tank. Hold on real quick. Lupe, ShowBizz, the scope, snack back. We in the gym on GD. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, brother. Lupe, I've been seeing Lupe out here looking like he got super soldier serum. Brother, your chest is as big as all outdoors. Your chest so big that it look like your arms are small. You're putting your shit, but the thing is, you got fluidity with the karate shit. You're like Bolo Young. Let me see what else we got. Gervonta looking strong. Good morning, family. He's looking strong, but most importantly, he's looking hungry because he can't afford to take this fight or this exhibition or this fake fight, whatever, as lightly as you guys say, as lightly as y'all want him to, as much as y'all downplay it and then show up. Y'all are, hold on. Tank has most to lose and most to gain. Brother, you ain't never, because if he beats him, he's Superman. We all need an L sometimes. We get too comfortable. We all need that. Where would you rank Haney if he beats or even stops Norman? I would rank this show as staying on task. All right, we'll get to Norman in a minute. But look, y'all are diabolical. Y'all sit here, talk shit, say it ain't shit, just light the whole damn place on fire, right? Tank ain't shit, whatever. And then watch the damn fight. And then call me a plant for speaking it into light, because I know y'all going to watch it. Fool, I know y'all going to watch it. So I'm the one that's not capping. I'm a grown-ass man keeping it real because I know I'm going to watch it and call it, and y'all going to be right there. No need to talk about some shit like you hate it when you're going to be right there. And then you'll talk shit about him. If he feels bad about himself, going to that fight, gets that ass whooped, y'all really talk shit about him. Y'all are diabolical. It's like poison. Just negative clouds, just negative waves. I want to break you down and then talk shit about you when you're down. It's the craziest thing. Let me see. Matt, what if Tank doesn't show up? Aren't you putting a lot of stock in someone that already made his intentions clear to you? That's a good point. Number one, I don't know if Tank has made his intentions clear because he could be having a pity party and could be pouting. I don't want to talk to y'all. I'm done with boxing. I don't want that. His feelings could be hurt. So what does he have to do? When you talk about making intentions clear, he shut down social media. He's not going through a downward spiral. He shut it down because listen, Matt, like you always do. But Justin, so do I. I'm on my fitness journey to lose weight, hopefully inspire the war room, which is going on. The war room is standing up because we're different. Inspire people who are middle-aged men to say it's not over yet. And I'm coming with this energy of positivity, and all I get is waves of negativity. You're trash, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash. And the only way I can respond to me trying to better myself and all these people who watch me calling me trash, the only way I can do it is agree with you. Yes, I'm trash and I ain't shit and I'm whack. Can I continue to work out now? That's Tank. He just like, man, I'm done. And it's like, Tank, you're letting them win. Shut off social media. Social media will kill a human being, bro. Y'all will kill a human for real. Y'all would kill a giant for real. Like little worker ants. Just enough bites by the millions, and then the grizzly falls down. And you're like, man, what you fall down for? We were just joking. Can't tell. Let me see. Bizz, if you had to bet who is the #1 pound for pound fighter in 5 years, who are your top 3 candidates? Always a great showbiz. Well, Usyk, Terrence Bud Crawford. Can we stay on task? Okay, exactly. Yeah, facts, Bizz. It's easier to say. It's easier to not tell when you're just one person making a shitty comment, and then you get to go on. You're one person making a shitty comment towards somebody, and then when you see that they're negatively affected, you're like, "What's wrong with you?" But you're one of the worker ants. You're one of the hyenas. You're one of a pack. So you're not on that side. And if you can't imagine being on that side, you will respond too. Either you'll respond like, "Man, I'm F all y'all," or "All y'all right, I suck. Let me quit." It's one of the two. And it's very hard to keep fighting back because there's just so millions waves of negativity. Wait, nobody's strong enough. It's hit the Tyson bell. So when Matt says he already showed his intentions, bruh, he's responding like a human being would if you're in high school getting your book bag kicked down the damn street. And then you see this.
Think we ever get to see that rematch? I doubt it. Like you said, he's retiring. I believe him. It's going to be hard to go fight Jake Paul when you were supposed to fight me and then come back to regular boxing and fight someone else. So I think he really is going to retire because, one, I think he's scared. And two, I just don't think he want to be made a mockery of. So
he don't want to be made a mockery of. That is what competitors have to worry about. You. More so than their op. More so than bettering themselves. You will make somebody quit in the prime of their life. He beats Jake, then y'all would say it's fake anyway, whatever. He try to go back to boxing saying that he want that smoke, right? It's just going to be waves and waves of shit. He has to turn off the social media and focus. Some people can handle it. Some people turn it into motivation. I know I do. Every time I hit the bag, do a jump rope, lift weights, I can't wait until the final result of me shredded up and you're still fat on the couch. And I'm laughing. Right? So people like Shakur, he uses it as motivation. There are those who use negativity as motivation. Okay, let's take a quick break and let's look at who I like to call Ph.D. dater. Check him out.
I am a neuropsychologist, a Ph.D., but don't let that scare you. I don't bite. Well, maybe just a little nibbles around the ear, never hurt anybody. I work with children with attention deficit disorders. It is not a disorder that you can't work with. There's nothing wrong with these kids. I am Dr. David Stein, but my friends call me Bruce. I tried to swim in high school once. My coach yelled at me and said, "Bruce," because he didn't know my name, that's where Bruce came from. "You look like a majestic sea animal." And I started shaving all my hair. I am slippery when wet, ladies. I will do to you what you want those men with six packs to do to you, but I will try harder. The type of woman I'm looking for: passionate, tall, beautiful, dark eyes, owns the room when she walks in with her hips. Well, do I believe in God? I was raised Jewish. I would love to experience Christmas. It looks so much fun. I would love to jump in there and have a Christmas tree and get presents that one morning and have pancakes and bacon. What people get wrong about me when they meet me is they think I'm pompous or conceited, but there's nothing wrong with being confident. I'm not the kid in 8th grade anymore. I'm a man and I drive an Audi.
I'm a man and I drive an Audi. Hit the Tyson belt. Let me tell you something. That was a time when you couldn't be gay. That's what I like about today. You can be who you are. You can be who you are, bro. It's up to you to be it. But in that time, you couldn't. He said people see him as this, people see him as that. He doesn't know what he is. I hope he found out. Okay, let me see what you got. What's up, family? Been a minute, War Room. Love y'all and miss y'all. Been peeking in from time to time, but I'm back. ShowBizz. Love you, boy. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. What? Hey, okay. All right. Let's move on. This has been making it's rounds around the boxing world. Check this out.
Usyk has become overrated as a heavyweight champion historically and underrated as a pound-for-pound guy historically, right? He's one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters who ever lived.
Come on now.
But as a heavyweight, the resume, while it's excellent at the top, is a little thin. He hasn't beaten, 10 top heavyweights, right? Something like that. And even for Usyk's place in history, when you look back at the resume, he got Fury twice and he got Joshua twice. Parker will be one of those guys where even if they fight and Usyk wins, and who else did he beat? We bring up Joseph Parker to buttress Anthony Joshua's resume, right? Oh, look, he beat Joseph Parker. When you look at guys like Muhammad Ali, it's not just that he beat Frazier and Foreman and Liston and Norton. He beat Jerry Quarry and Oscar Bonavina and Ron Lyle and Ernie Shavers and Henry Cooper and Doug Jones. He beat so many top fighters. Evander Holyfield, same thing.
I said that a long time ago. The disgusting thing is the way people responded to me. I looked in the comments. They respond to Max Kellerman the same way. The discouraging thing is, it's common damn sense. It's like, it's something you shouldn't have to argue. But since people don't know boxing, not only do they not know boxing, they don't respect boxing. They just respect what they like. So if they saw something and like it, then it's the best. But they don't respect what anyone else has done and what has gone on and what has built the sport. It's obvious stuff that Alexander Usyk is an all-time great pound-for-pound fighter. But he didn't do enough at heavyweight to be better than Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Jack Johnson. That's shit like that is moronic to say that he has. It's the easiest thing to argue. It's the dumbest thing to think. But since people don't know, they definitely don't know. They don't know the environment, but they don't feel it because they weren't there. And two, they don't know how to respect it because they won't study it enough to respect it. They just go off of how Usyk make them feel right now. And as a heavyweight, it's not even damn close. It's not even close. Is it his fault? No. He did what he did. But my thing is, that's what makes him a great pound-for-pound fighter, which is greater than being a great heavyweight. That's not even Tyson. No, Tyson did far more in heavyweight division than Usyk. But the thing is, it's okay to not be the greatest heavyweight, especially when you are obviously one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters. Is Terrence Crawford the greatest super middleweight? No. Is he the greatest welterweight? Is he on the Mount Rushmore of pound-for-pound fighters? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people get, he came from cruiserweight and look what he did. Exactly. He came from cruiserweight and look what he did. That's pound for pound. But his heavyweight run greater than Muhammad Ali's and George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. That's the dumbest shit I've heard in my life. All right, let me see what you have to say. It's almost like when people said Tyson Fury would beat Muhammad Ali, and it's like, are you shitting me? Then Usyk beat him same size as Muhammad Ali. Well, that means Usyk must, because of your dumbass argument, thinking that Ali wouldn't have smoked Tyson Fury. Why nobody talking about the fact Gervonta reportedly dropped a heavyweight in sparring? I did many times. You're not from around here. You knew back when he was coming up and used to blow up and wait. Dog your ass. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. That comment was dumb. That's all we talk about, bro. What the hell? If you don't get your let me see. I believe Tank's gonna write Roach. Okay, he hasn't. Oh, fight Roach. He hasn't lied. That's AI. He said he wanted to fight Roach, but he won't be next. Right. Most just didn't know it was Jake. Yeah, he did, and he said he didn't want it. He said, I want to fight him, but I won't be fighting him. Like, damn. Let me see. What's up, family? It's been a minute. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I missed a super chat. Somebody said I missed a super chat way back. Let me see if I can catch you, my brother. Sometimes I just ain't. Bizz, if you had to bet. Okay, no, I did that. Matt, I did Matt. Pause. Where will you rank Haney if he beats? Okay, we're getting there. We all need an L sometimes. Tank has most to lose, most to gain. 1 second. Gervonta looking strong. I think it's a little bit before that. Let me see. Lupe, so it must have been before Lupe. Hold on, y'all. G Roman. No, you just got kids being pulled by their hair. I don't know. I don't know what I missed. All right, everybody. Let's move on. Let me see what he has to say. Why nobody saw? Oh no, that shit. Okay, hold on. Not you, Bizz, or the War Room. We all know Tank is 160. I'm talking about the guys who think Jake is too big. Well, we can't talk for those guys. You know what I mean? They're totally different human beings. If you're in the War Room and I'm hosting the War Room podcast, you got to be talking to us, brother. We can't answer. We will assume that you're talking to us, my brother. Well, I'm talking about who assume Jake is too big. I mean, if Jake isn't too big, then that means Tank should campaign a heavyweight. Okay. Let's move on. I want to show you guys this. Okay. Let me get my black 2 sugars. Everybody hit the like. There's a lot of you in here. Everybody hit the like. I'm going to say this very carefully. This fight I'm about to show, it's only 1 round long. And it may just be the greatest first round ever. It may be the greatest round. And I know Hagler Hearns round 1 is known as the greatest. And it's hard to beat that because Hagler Hearns was highly anticipated. Also, they are 2 of some of the greatest fighters to ever breathe oxygen. So you got to take that into account. But the action of a round, this may be the most action-packed round 1 ever. Okay. Let me see. Stall him out, Debo. You're right. Dog, this guy, I love this guy. I don't know what it was. There was something about you that people didn't like, but I picked up on you, pause, very early on. Like, this guy's extremely intelligent. I forgot what happened. It'll come to me. All right, let me see. Kane, the way some of these so-called fans refuse to understand simple, I know. It's so frustrating. I don't know how you do it, Bizz. I don't. Usyk over Ali is absurd. I don't do it. I don't. Let me see. World reffing ever too. Oh, worst reffing. Please enjoy this entire round with me.
Arsenal in there. I do see a flaw in Juarez is when he throws his jab. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was just going to say. That straight right hand. That's exactly
That
what I was
was
going to say.
unbelievable.
I just said that. That's not,
Seven.
I'm not said it. But
Boy, he's hurt.
He
He's
is
really
in big
hurt.
trouble. He is wandering
I didn't
over.
say box. I'm good. Yeah.
No, I don't think he's good.
He has no
He
idea
not
where he
good.
is right now.
Lawrence Cole, take a
Step
real
here.
good look at him because he is not good. But no, you call that right down to the very shot.
That's the flaw that I saw. Just that straight, he was going to get caught with it.
An eternity of 2 minutes left, too.
That's a push.
But that's
He
that's
does not
exactly
know where he is right now, guys.
Every time he throws that jab, he has the susceptibility of getting caught with that straight. And again, he's going to throw it.
He's glazed. He's down. Again, he's got no legs right now.
You see the time left in this first round.
-1, holding.
Yeah, I agree.
-1,
but you're also
holding.
giving him a chance to
-1,
recover
holding.
here.
Okay, time in.
That's the right call. Technically, it's the right call to let him keep fighting.
Another straight.
Oh, it's looking like a 10-7 round here. He's just getting whipped around the ring.
I think for
He
Leighton,
has no legs. He can't stand up.
I think for Leighton, he just needs to
Wait,
just
we're
throw
taking
that.
another point away?
-1, holding. -1, holding.
He has been knocked down and lost 2 points. So you want to talk about a unique scorecard for a round.
Oh,
This
there
is
we
it.
go.
I don't think
If
it's
we
going to
even
see a
make,
second
we're not
round.
going to make it to the end of this first round.
Juarez is, I can just look in his eyes
That's
right here
straight.
from our vantage point. He
He
is,
just got to take that straight, and he's going to land it.
this is scary stuff there.
Juarez actually manages to land a shot.
Well, how about for...
It's so crazy because I was just about to call that, and boom, it lands.
You didn't. It was such a flaw. You didn't even have time to finish the sentence.
Yes.
Someone needs to clip that out because that was like Nostradamus right there from you. But how about Leighton? Oh,
Oh,
down
he
by
gets
Leighton!
down too.
An extraordinary comeback with the hook that knocks down Leighton.
How do you score this round? This is why they box, my friends.
This is as wild a first round as
This
you
is
will
why,
ever
this is why I
going to see.
said. Oh, man.
Juarez is back.
And another
Wait,
one.
that's his
He's
defensive
down
canvas.
again.
The ropes are holding him up. Juarez is now shaking his head like, yeah, I got this.
Leighton hanging on for dear life.
This is one of the craziest rounds I've seen in a very long time.
Defying all the odds, it somehow has made it
That's a punch behind the head.
to the end.
Down he goes.
It's good.
So,
How is that not the greatest round ever? From the opening bell to the last second, what the hell? How many points were... I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And my thing is, everybody's mad at the ref. Why? The ref robbed the F out of bro? I don't see that whatsoever. I don't see that whatsoever. Lawrence Cole is a joke of a referee. His father being part of Texas. Damn, commission is the only reason he has a job. Damn. Happy B-Day to me. Oh, P-Pay, happy birthday, my brother. I don't. Leighton should sue them for sure. Why? I don't even see it. What part? Let me see. He was the ref for my son's fight 2 years ago at Golden Glove. Wow. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. No, he was going. I'm trying to get. What was the problem? The ref had money on homie who won. Look, let me help you. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. How am I What part it was okay. Leighton dropped Juarez. Juarez was Bambi legs, and the fight probably should have been stopped. Go back to the first knockdown. Okay, the fight probably should have been stopped. You talking about there? Are you talking about there? The fight should have been stopped? Okay, I agree, but it wasn't. Thank goodness it wasn't, because Juarez knocked out Leighton. That's what gets me about the Tyson Fury fight. Tyson Fury was cut. They should have stopped it, but they didn't, and the better person won. Number two, the same shit that he should have stopped on Juarez, Leighton was all over the ropes, looked like he was gone. He let him fight too. It ain't like as soon as Leighton got hurt that he was like, it's over. That guy was Bambi legs, bouncing around, looking over his shoulder, twerking. He said, keep fighting. So he's an old school, ridiculous, relentless ref by nature, regardless. Number 3, he deducted points from Rob Juarez. Crazy. Point gone. Y'all say he had money on Juarez? Then why did he go holding? Point. Second point. Because that should have been a knockdown, but you held. So you're going to lose the point any damn way. Y'all, he was just a wild man in there. But he definitely wasn't one-sided. He definitely wasn't one-sided, bro. What he did or failed to do made for the greatest round I've ever seen. Thank you, ref. What you did made for the greatest round I ever seen. Let me see. Off topic. I just got my first negative comment. I feel it part of the club. Love you, boy, but I always push forward, squat up. Yeah, love you, boy. Let me see. Great point. I'm saying, since when do fighters get 20-second counts? Brother, he stood up. He was Bambi legs. He walked over there. He said, man, get back. He was like, whatever it is, he was the same shit with Leighton. Leighton out here, that fight, that punch that Leighton took, it should have been called then too. Yeah, he was out. I agree, but the ref job is to manage a fight, to make the fight entertaining for us. What that ref did, if he would have called Juarez out, Juarez wouldn't have won that fight. The reason why you call somebody out and say they out is because you don't think they could keep fighting. Obviously, he could definitely keep fighting. Twerk hurt is diabolical. You see, he was bad. Lupe, you saw that shit. The reason why you stop a fight is because this fighter cannot continue. Obviously, he could because he dropped Leighton 3 damn times. Good shit. Somebody said, what the F you talking about back? He's leaving. Okay, you're banned. Right? Go. You're done. Hit the Tyson bell. If you can't take a disagreement, you're blocked. But listen, bro, he was doing the running man challenge. I'm saying, what I don't give a damn. That round was classic. Thank you. But that's just me being diabolical. All right, everybody. Here's the nah.
Wendy Peppercorn.
No. Ow! I tried to land on my. Ow! I tried to land on my.
Porque es que yo no, ese sentimiento de envidia yo no lo tengo. A mí me encanta ver a todo el mundo viendo bien, porque el día que yo me haga falta algo, si tú eres un buen ser humano, tú vas a tener presente que yo te ayudé y que yo necesito de ti y yo no tengo que pedirte esa ayuda. O sea, mañana tú vas a decir, coño, mi amigo le hace falta una mano amiga. Él me la dio.
While he backpedaling is crazy. And his man helped him up. Ah, that's hard. That's hard.
No love. No love. No love. you niggas. I'm up in the ante with heat with you niggas. I won in my 40s with peace with you niggas. Don't make me be ShowBizz the street with you niggas. I'm eating you niggas. I'm eating you niggas. My stomach is straight.
Knockout. Two things. The second one's going to sound diabolical, but hear me out. 1, 5'11", 300-pound running back. Gankaki. Hey, man, these new athletes, let me admit to this. The football athlete today is way better than the football athlete in the past. It ain't even close. I was looking at Bijan Robinson yesterday, and I was like, during Jim Brown era, he would be literally an alien. he would be an alien. Can you imagine Megatron back around Johnny Unitas? How about Randy Moss? Just, I mean, he would be scoring. he would be. Can you imagine Derrick Henry in the 70s? Just, they would be like, someone get a gun. Because holy shit. let me see. That fight happened at South Padre Island, right? My coach was there with his fighter who won. I think it was the first fight. Love you, boy. Listen, the dude that got his nose broke, I thought that's how his face looked. I didn't realize. I heard the snap, but then when I looked at it in slow motion, I said, he was a totally different human being. That was Dragonfly Jones' son. You're hilarious. That's what I thought about. I was going to add that, but I was like, I ain't got that kind of time. I had to rush. Jim Brown was 250. Understood. That's why he was looking like that. But he definitely didn't have the physicality, like the footwork and everything, okay, of like a Bijan or a Adrian Peterson or like a Marshawn Lynch or a Derrick Henry. Jim Brown was a huge man, and he also was a track star. So I know the athlete he was. I'm just saying everything together, the footwork and shit, bruh. Bruh. And here's the say, Marshawn Lynch would be a terror. And he didn't run at pad level. He was breaking tackles running straight up because he didn't know all that shit yet. You put all that together, boom, 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 boom. Oh my God. Can you imagine just the breakdown? Just Bijan Robinson going to off tackle in the 50s. Just, and cut up. Gang, gone. Gone. Spin move. Like, gone, bro. Half of these people who were playing football back then were playing football coming off of work. They went to work and then they played football on the weekends. Bijan was trained to be in the NFL at 8. That's all he was trained to do, going through drills. I know that because all my kids been athletes, and I'm looking at them go through drills and shit. And I have a nephew. Well, actually, through my first man, I still call my nephew. I have nephews who has been scouted since they were like in the 5th grade. I'm talking about by colleges. It's different. Okay. So the second thing I was going to say, those women in the knockouts, this is diabolical to say, are motivation for me to get in shape. Especially that woman in the green who's walking. Not just guys, like athletes can be motivation. Like you see somebody bench pressing something or running very fast or able to jump rope very long. It's one thing. But also women. You can't be that bad. And I'm walking around just looking like a sloth. Look at the woman. It's diabolical. It is diabolical. It is diabolical. But look at the woman in the green, just real quick. Look at the woman in the green real quick.
Wendy Peppercorn.
You got to get your ass in shape. Fellas, listen, it's one thing to try to look good for other men. It's another thing. If you got human beings like that walking around, fellas, you single, What y'all doing? What y'all got? Even if you have someone, you still want to be attractive to the opposite sex because that's what you're. Unless you know, I'm speaking of heterosexuals right now. Yeah, absolutely. Hey Tim, you got something like this walking the earth.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Get your ass in the jail. I've seen, like, I was with Ms. Bizz and we were at the gym. I gotta go to the gym later anyway. We were at the gym. There was a girl who was wearing the tight shorts. Wedgie. I think it's built with a wedgie. I don't know. Just deep crack. Half shirt. Ms. Bizz was looking at her like, because Ms. Bizz work out with tights and a big shirt. She's focused on her workout. But I'm lifting and I'm trying to show Ms. like, listen, so you squeeze at the end. Pause. But I'm looking at her in the mirror. I'm like, what the hell? And she just like, so I look at what she's looking at. It was so diabolical. It was so diabolical that Ms. Bizz was like, damn. Forget what her husband talking about. Listen, baby, when you pull, make sure your elbow's nice. Squeeze, feel it. Feel it. And I look at her and she just okay. All right, everybody, let's move forward. I digress. Let's move forward. Hey, I'm going to say something that was diabolical. One hell of a card. That card's fun as hell. Y'all can kiss my ass. That whole weird shit is fun as hell, and y'all can kiss my ass. Hey, I'm one of those that's able to admit shit. If a whole zombie of y'all group is like, yeah, we all supposed to hate this. This ain't real boxing. This in Miami. Okay, look, Silva versus Weidman is fun as hell. I remember I was going to the club when Silva lost to Weidman because he was fooling around, playing around. I'm not talking about the leg snap. I'm talking about when he was leaning back and playing around. That ruined my club night. I was such a huge fan of the Spider. Now to see that he's going to box Weidman, I still want him to whoop Weidman's ass. Because the second time they fought, he was whooping Weidman's ass. And then Weidman knew that he was going for those leg kicks all the time. He checked that shit and snapped his leg. That brother was not able to beat Weidman for all the wrong reasons, dog. He was far more talented. And to get, listen, bro. Listen. I'm watching this. Then you got Gary Russell. And you got Alicia, who no one looks at. So nobody has a crush on Alicia Baumgartner. Bro, and then you mess around and have a weird-ass little Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. Y'all watching this shit, dog. And it's free. On Netflix. What else you gonna do? What, you gonna watch Gary Russell and turn it off when Alicia Baumgartner fight? Or you gonna watch Alicia Baumgartner and then not watch? You're gonna be like, all right, let me see. We outside. I already know. I'm one of those people that don't fake shit. I already know I'm watching. Yeah, it's a circus. And you're watching it. Shut your. I don't give a. I've gone to the circus before. Listen, WWE is super lit. Super lit. I just saw Rhea Ripley get her nose broke like last week by a kick. It's just super lit and fun. Is it a circus? Yes. Is it fake? Yeah. Do I have a good time every Monday night and every Friday night SmackDown? Yes. What's wrong with a good time? Hey, I'm mad. I'm mad that it's a good time. For free. I'm mad it's a good time for free. Face ass. It's a super circus. And you're going to be right there with wings and shit. Wings and ranch. You get you some wings, ranch, something to drink. Hey, better yet, you go to Miami. Go to Miami. Go to Miami, especially if you're single. Go to Miami for that fight if you're single. Go to Miami with that when you got your lady. Go ahead. because all the eye candy is and then the fight and then the drink is gonna have y'all. You can't get more lit. And if you by yourself just with your boys, you're not going. You're not going. If you can't afford it, that's why I could never afford shit. I couldn't afford shit for years. I couldn't afford shit. All right. Up until my 30s, I couldn't afford a damn thing. So I get if you can't afford it. All right. But I'm just saying, if you can, we going. Yeah, you ain't going. If you single and you ain't come up that night, hey, listen, ShowBizz advice. If you go to Miami and you single and you come on that night, and you come back dry, email me. ShowBizz advice. ShowBizz advice. All right, everybody. Here's another thing that's diabolical. The Russian Mike Tyson, Makmudhov. He sent this on his IG. He really wants AJ. And that is amazing. That Makmudhov wants him. That is really dope. He will get his ass whooped. Right? But he doesn't think so. That's the best part. I ain't gonna think that I get my ass whooped. AJ, that's the best fight for you. Even if you want to fight Jake Paul later or whatever you're gonna, that is a great comeback fight for you. He's coming off a good win and shit, right? Against the Rhino. David Allen, bruh, AJ, knock his ass out. That's a for sure ass whooping, ain't it? There's no way that's not an ass whooping. If he beats AJ, it's time to fight Jake Paul and then give it up, dog. Because Makmudhov, his punch is so damn slow. He got a 1-2 with no stamina. And it's what he's asking for. There you go, Justin Hill. Let me see. Champions don't lose. Champions don't lose. The hell are you talking about? Of course champions lose. Oh, let me see. Champions take on the type of fight that makes them lose. Right? That's what makes them. I mean, that's a great champion. Oh, let me see. Great job, Usyk. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, that brother got Tourette's. All right, everybody. Let's move on. Let's do around the ring.
Niggas be acting like they can't get it, man. Yeah, they can't get it, man.
Doing this shit with the live, bro. They be locked in. Eyes closed. Locked in, man. Locked in, baby. Locked in. Autopilot. Yes, sir. November 22nd, baby. Locked in, man. Locked in.
Niggas be acting like they can't get it, man. Yeah, they can't get it, man.
See that chick? Get your ass in the gym. 2. That was Jamel Charlo, and he's back working. That's good. 3. We already talked about Gervonta Tank Davis being on Demon Time. 4. Brian Norman. Now let's talk about the Brian Norman, Devin Haney thing. What makes that fight a good one is that they're both hungry as hell. They're both dialed in. You're looking at Brian Norman. He definitely looks hungry, but he's always, they're not just filming Brian Norman for the first time. If you've ever followed, if you knew Brian Norman before, I've known him for years before this. He always, his fitness has always been a thing. Like they've always filmed him. Okay. So, I mean, for years now. So this isn't anything new. I'm very aware of how athletic Brian Norman is. But people don't know because they only see his knockouts and how he took on those fights. They have no idea how athletically gifted he is, how good his feet really is, how fast he is. Just his explosiveness. People have no clue. They just heard of him, right? They just saw his last fight. They have no idea, right? So that's one thing. But Devin Haney's hungry as hell. Devin Haney is tired of being seen as a chump, while Brian Norman is seen as gritty. The no running rule was very much inspired by Devin Haney's last performance. Bro, Devin Haney is tired of being an object of ridicule, and he's going up to 147 to take on the champ to prove it. That dude is hungry. And bulking up, he's already big. He's just putting on the weight right. I saw his legs and everything. He was standing there. I saw his shoulders and everything in that photo. Devin Haney is dialed in, which is why Bill Haney is talking so much shit right now. He's looking at his son and he's like, that's the best I've seen. This is going, and plus he's healthier, right? Just being at 140. We all know he was just too big. He was super big at lightweight and shit like that. Now he's able to fight at more comfortably. They both hungry as shit and they don't like each other. They had a little fight. I was there, right? I was there. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Oh, just to answer bro's question. Where would I rank Haney if he were to beat Brian? High. But I was there. That security guard, Devin Haney's security guard that tried to snap. And I saw when Brian Norman Jr. outpowered him and slammed him down. All right. Let me just give you guys a few little things about that scuffle. I was standing behind Team Norman and I had the phone for a minute. Okay. 1. Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney were doing just fine. They were talking shit, but they were doing just fine. 2, when the security guard did all that shit, I'm not sure if y'all saw it or if it was on camera or if you heard it, but Devin Haney was like, relax, bro. Devin Haney wasn't for that shit. He was not just Bill Haney jumping in, but Devin was like, have you lost your mind? Relax. All right. There was another security guard of Devin Haney's that wasn't chill either. Another thing, Brian Norman Sr., you think I'm riddled with injuries. Brian Norman Sr. is riddled with injuries. So when Brian Norman Sr. got kind of muffed and whatever, I saw his legs give and everything. That brother, he looks like a tank, but that brother, he has a bicep tear and everything. When he got muffed back and he fell, he couldn't keep himself up if because I felt the same thing. When everything starts shifting and moving with my 2 bad knees and somebody fell towards my knees, all I could do is kind of wiggle out of the way. I couldn't do anything explosive. I thought he was going to break my shit. That was one of the first reminders of you got to get back in the gym. Because I was desperately out of shape around then. Desperately out of shape around then. You know who else didn't look stable on their feet? Bill Haney. We all look like some old guys just trying to get out the way. Which is why Brian Norman Jr., Norman Bates, Mr. 6 Weeks, had to handle all that shit by himself. and that's the black brother. Brian Norman, I'm not even joking. Brian Norman Sr. spent most of that scuffle trying to get on his feet. And once he got on his feet, he was pissed. Because when you knock an old man down like that, we get pissed. He was up. You couldn't calm him down. Brian Norman Jr. was fine. You want to know why he was fine? Because he was able to get the security guard down. He won his fight. So he was like, hey, y'all, chill out. Not Senior, because Senior was getting trampled all over, stampeded on the ground. Where homegirl saying, what the fuck? By the time Senior got up, you could not calm him down. And that's the Black Two Sugars. I just want to say, Devin Haney wasn't going to throw one punch. He shouldn't. Bill Haney was like, y'all going to mess the money up. Who was he talking? Adrian Clark, AC, the manager, the brother with the beard. He also managed Errol Spence. He was doing his best left tackle impression. All because he couldn't get out the way. Us old heads. And that's the Black Two Sugars. And the zone spent most of their time trying to protect their thousands of dollars equipment. Tens of thousands of dollars. They were trying to move all that shit. All that happened so fast, it ain't even funny. And you know who I saw through my peripheral, and then I held a conversation with him? Chris Mannix. He was just sitting there with a coffee. Like, this is stupid. That shit. But I digress. Brian Norman can box with him until he feels like he doesn't have to anymore. This is what I'm afraid of when it comes to this fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney is gangster. He's gangster. But he just ain't gangster. You know what I'm saying? You can drop him all day long, but he's going to get up because he's gangster. And he's gangster. But Brian Norman has been he was going to war with Tank when he was 15. Going to war with Boots and going to war with Terrence Crawford. The guy is just a rough dude. He's a rough dude. Y'all would see the interview. He was just like, you're soft. He called me soft in front of the world. On my show, the Black Two Sugars. The guy is just rough. And he's rough. But Bizz made mad sense with that. I feel that's my thing. So when they start horsing around and getting rough, because it will, Brian will make it rough. He's going to box with him till he want to make it rough because Devin's going to be boxing too well. When that happened, Devin got to get rough too. And I'm not talking about sloppy, but I'm talking about the way Floyd Mayweather got rough with Sugar Shane Mosley. He got rough technically. Bam, 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 bam. He was so good though. Because Floyd is rough, and he's tough. So, bam. I mean, he just, the shape he's in, never drank a drop of alcohol. He's just rough. So he was able to technically out-savage him. That's what Devin's going to have to be able to do. I'm not sure if he can. Haney can win, but they both can win. Yeah, he's going to get sloppy. Neither one of them going to get sloppy. They don't. Let me tell you what Brian Norman does. Haney's not going to get sloppy. He's not going to get sloppy. The only thing that will hurt Haney, when I just said that, just reminded me, is if Haney doesn't get sloppy enough. If his dad say, hey, keep your head and keep it, because that's what we do as parents. Bill loves Devin. He loves Devin, bro. I mean, we love our kid, but holy shit. Keep your head, we're parents. You ain't going, you need somebody to be like, hey, you got to turn the dragon on, whoop his ass. You need somebody to do that. He ain't going to be able to unleash the beast all the way when Brian Norman is Brian Norman Bates. He's going to come with a machete. The thing about Brian Norman is Brian Norman can do two things at the same time that can be very detrimental, and it also works out for him. Brian Norman would be willing to take 3 shots to make you feel good enough to throw 4 or 5 so he can rough you up. You get what I'm trying to say? He would take a few, bam, bam, and let you get your shit off so he could get closer. So you can try to throw 3 or 4 or 5. And then he counter those. Now he's boxing. But he'll roughhouse to box because he can always rely on him being rough. He can rely on it. He had the doghouse rules with Tank at 15. He can rely. He found out how tough he is. So at the end of the day, when everything strips apart, he can rely on that foundation. But that can hurt him. It can also kind of help him because Devin ain't known as a great puncher. And he's coming up. So he can feel safe doing what he always does against natural welterweights. This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. Box 98% mental. Yeah, yes, Lord. Devin training with Troy Isley. He gonna be ready. Probably. But I was the idiot that said Canelo's training with Boots is over. Ooh. I can't do that no more. On the biggest stage, there he is. I sat there. It's done. Ah! Man, only thing that was done was Melo. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. What do you guys think of this?
Man, what kind of bitch shit is that? I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Like, you either gonna fight me because you say you gonna beat me, or you don't fight me at all, you punk bitch. Like, how you gonna go and talk about all this madness about me, and how you gonna box me and beat the bricks off of me, bro? Man, I fought Lomachenko for $1.3 million. Whoop that ass. Yeah, same goes and applies for Josh Taylor. Whoop that ass. Same applies for Richard Coleman, IBF world champion for $800K. Whoop that ass. What are you talking about, yo? Talking about sending a contract with the right numbers. Shut that shit up, man. You just a pussy.
Let me preface what I'm going to say. This is diabolical to say because a lot of you guys have called me names for this statement. But I'm always true to what I am and who I am. Teofimo Lopez is a friend of mine. His number is in my phone and everything. If I called, he'd pick up. Like, what up, boy? Tio, if you're watching. I will only say what I actually think, though people don't believe me. I've always said what I thought. That's why some people think I'm crazy, think I'm stupid, call me names, right? Because what I think is how I think. So, Tio, that just looked like a deviation, bro. It looks like, I don't think anybody's going to, no one cares. No one's going to fall. What happened with you and Shakur, bro? That really, that's all. Point blank, period. Because I'm starting to suspect that Shakur Stevenson is the scariest person in the world next to Terrence Crawford. And that's diabolical because he's supposed to have the weakest hands, can't punch through a wet paper bag. What's going on here? I call Shakur a duck versus Tank. But at the same time, he's the only one who's talking about fighting Tank. Tank's talking about not fighting him. All the reasons, hey, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. Wow, what have you done? And Shakur's like, shut up, let's just fight. Shakur tried to fight Pitbull. Pitbull literally openly ducked him. Shakur tried to fight Frank Martin. Frank Martin chose Tank over Shakur. That'd be a better loss. Shakur tried to fight William Zepeda forever. Now you see why William Zepeda didn't want that smoke. Or Oscar De La Hoya didn't want William Zepeda to have that smoke. Now Tio, I'll move up and fight Tio. The guy is starting to look like the scariest person in boxing, bro. And that is diabolical. That means that Floyd Schofield, well, Floyd, was he sick? Because here's my problem. T.O. Duncan Shakur, just like everyone else is. That's see? Because here's my problem. Here's my problem. T.O. has fought everybody. He's like a Devin Haney. He has fought everybody. And if he won't fight you at his weight class, what the hell? Shakur spoke. You are Halloween. Shakur Stevenson, bro. Till fought Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. But I'm just saying, like, and when he fought Lomachenko was diabolical. You don't fight him when you're a baby like that. That's ridiculous. Lomachenko just knew he was going to beat him. So did I. That was the first time I lost 10 grand in front of everybody. I just knew it. I was comparing it to the Rumble in the Jungle, like Muhammad Ali going to beat how he beat Foreman. I didn't know Teofimo Lopez was a slick fighter. I had no idea. Not that damn slick. He out slicked Lomachenko. He out thought him. But regardless, brother, nobody, brother.
Man, what kind of bitch shit is that? I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Like, you either gonna fight me because you say you gonna beat me.
Nah, dog. We saw you on Ring. You were next to nah, dog. Hey, Shakur, bro. That's it. Hey, T.O., you gotta fight him, bro. Yeah, hey, you about. Well, Shakur's my friend too. Y'all both my boys, but I already know Shakur will fight you. So no, you gotta fight him, dog. You can't. Shakur gotta be like, well, I'll be damned. Why nobody want to fight me, bro? You don't trust Shakur? T.O. fought everyone except Devin and Shakur. Charles Baker got a point. Man, listen, dog. It's the boxing revolution. We're in the Stone Age. Thank you, Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford. And we're already on our way to the Stone Age. We were with we're gonna find out season. But what Terrence Crawford did was some Sam Langford shit. He sat down and he just snapped and to a different reality. And some of y'all weren't a part of the snap. So some of y'all still responding as if pre-snap. Terrence Crawford went and knocked everybody back to the Stone Age. You got Brian Norman, Haney. Look at David Benavidez. Shakur Stevenson. Everybody is willing to take risk, and Shushu Carrington is begging. He's a part of the snap. Come on, dog. You can't. No one believes. Nobody's. I mean, and my thing is, he could fight. Richardson, the guy is. I found out he was an A fighter. I said if he whoops, he's an A fighter, and sure shit. Right? He beat Kambosos like Kambosos stole something. He beat him like he stole something. So of course you want to see him again, but we're far too deep into the Shakur, because I'm ready to replace Tank with Shakur. Tank needs to come back on Demon Time like I am hearing. But if I'm this close to being like the four, I am very, the Four Kings may be something different altogether. Maybe the heavyweight division. So I may just give up on the whole thing. Let me see. Ryan nor Tank either. Wait, T.O. ain't fought none of those boys. I know Loma been an older guy than T.O. gonna fight one of them boys. You see what I'm saying? Listen, bro. What has happened with these guys lately? We're finding out how good they're not. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley, that's happening this weekend, and I'm calling the fight. Joseph Parker may mess around and knock that man out. I'm going to put money on Joseph Parker knocking him out, and I love Fabio Wardley. Joseph Parker may knock him out. you may realize that Joseph Parker, if it wasn't for Riyadh season, you wouldn't know that he was probably the best one. Yeah, he lost to AJ a while back. I get that. But look at his resume, bro. Look at his resume. Beating Wilder and Big Bang Jean. He lost to Joe Joyce, fighting Dillian White and Andy Ruiz. I mean, the guy. So I'm just saying, we're finding out some shit. Like, how good was Tyson Fury really? How good was Tyson Fury for real? All right. Let me see. Okay, I want to play this at the end because I may catch a copyright. So if this causes a copyright, I could just remove it and it's at the bitter end and we'll be fine. But I just love this commercial. It's a Chris Eubank commercial. I just think, let's play it.
These were my words to him. What do you want me to do, son? This is your show.
Yes! The bad guy is back again. Back again. He still never cheats. Still never lies. Still never cuts any corners. Yet he's still the bad guy.
Rastafari.
This is about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits.
Eddie.
Now this look like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. This look like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
You don't have to be an all-time great fighter to have an all-time great impact on the boxing world. That's the message for that. Is Chris Eubank Jr. an all-time great fighter? But is he having his impact? You're going to always remember him. You're going to always remember him. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz Adult. Don't forget, this weekend, I will be calling the Joseph Parker and Fabio Worley fight. I'm looking forward to, maybe Fabio Worley. Listen, there's just too much going on in the heavyweight division. That's why I said the Four Kings may be a different weight class. I'm talking about the heavyweight division, or maybe even some 154. But, the heavyweight division is super lit right now. And I don't think that's getting enough love because a lot of it is overseas, honestly. Like Frank Warren runs the heavyweight division. All right. But let me know how you feel. Comments below. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Oh, my dope show. Love you, boy.